Hi everybody, and welcome to Traveling with Russell, and welcome to a new video, and welcome to the Moscow region. Now, it may look very snowy and very white behind me, but there's one sign, which is actually very big, but it looks very small in the video, right behind me, and I want to go check it out. It's a shopping center. I know some people love them, some people don't, but this one's kind of interesting, so let's go and check it out, shall we? Now it looks like I'm in a bit of a snowy kind of field here. You can see the sign right there, Mega. And this is actually the car park, believe it or not, or one of many car parks. Now as I swing around, there's a bit of a sign of where we are right there. Well, there's no sign. There's not even a sign. But does this blue color kind of look familiar? I wonder. That's the Ikea. Oh, it was the Ikea. They even took the sign down now, it's completely gone. And the building, there's a few lights on, not many though. Looks like a couple of the office blocks on the upper level are open there, but the Ikea is no longer here. But we're at MEGA Khimki, or Chimki. I'm gonna get it wrong a few times, but because we're in the Ikea car park, they're not bothering to clear it and make it accessible for anybody. So the actual main part of the shopping center is right ahead of me over there. You can see the fairy lights. So we're gonna get on inside and have a little bit of a closer look around. Now, for anyone that's not really up on the news about what's going on with Ikea in Russia, basically all of the store locations have been closed now for quite a lot of months. But about 2 weeks ago or so, all of their inventory appeared on Yandex Market, which is an online website in Russia where you can actually buy all or some of the Ikea products. They actually listed 20 million items for sale. So I can still get my Ikea lamp. The only thing is I can't get my Ikea hot dog. They don't sell those online, so the hot dog cafe at the front here is sitting idle. Now, the main reason I came here to MEGA in Khimki is because this was the shopping center that was in the news a couple of weeks ago, and people all around the world believe that this shopping center burnt to the ground, and there's no shopping center. It was a huge tragedy. Everything is gone. But I'm here to kind of, I guess, prove to you that this shopping center is here, it's open, and it's doing business. Now, the difficult thing with MEGA shopping center is they are so huge. I've done a few videos at my local one in Tropolistan, which is on the other side of Moscow. This one, for me to get here, was just over 2 hours by train and bus and then train. So I'm gonna go walk inside, warm up a little, and have a look at everything that's open. I always love coming into MEGA because they've got this kind of a size guide for the dog that you can bring into MEGA. So that's the biggest dog you can bring inside. And here we are in MEGA Khimki. It's open, it's trading, the fairy lights are on, and there's people shopping. Yes, it's not a big pile of rubble like everybody's telling me in comments, that everybody's telling me in social media that this shopping center is not open. Have a look, it's open and trading. There's people actually kind of everywhere. As my hand gets shaky from the cold weather outside, have a look. All the aisles, or all the alleys, are definitely open. So I barely walked in the shopping center and I'm getting a Christmas orange from Ded Moroz's elf, I think. No one got him, thank you. So it's a bit of a Christmas tradition to give oranges or mandarins out during New Year in Russia. And right behind me, have a look, Ded Moroz himself. He's here, he's kissing babies, he's getting photos taken. How nice. Now, I haven't been to this MEGA before, so I'm gonna get a little bit lost walking around. So it's gonna be a little bit of a awkward video to kind of walk around and check out, but looks like they've got a bit of a kind of holiday market here. All the ornaments and gifts. And have a look right here. This is kind of interesting. Sephora is open. Didn't Sephora close? And didn't it kind of change hands? Louis Vuitton, who is the owner of Sephora, what's going on? Someone tell me in the comments, how come these guys are open? Look, right in the front, Chanel is right there. Dior, all of the brands are here at Sephora. Now, I kind of want to show this kind of fairly straight away. So I've walked through the back of the shopping center and come on outside. And this is the Obi that was basically involved in the incident a few weeks ago. Now, it's basically kind of not essentially attached to the shopping center. It's off to one side. The entire building was destroyed. Literally the entire building. This is the car park. Obviously, they put some fencing up here. A few people obviously wanted to, I don't know, climb in, I guess. And whoever left their car parked up here, they need to come and get it. But this Obi basically is a huge home improvement store. So think of Bunnings if you're in Australia, think of Home Depot in America, think of B&Q in England, and then you'll see that the entire rest of the shopping center, or the entire shopping center, is completely as is. So it was literally one standalone building right here. Now, it was a tragedy, it was sad. Obviously, one person passed away. It's to the family of that person, of course, it's very tragic. It did happen very early morning. So obviously there was only a few people here. None of the shopping center was obviously open whatsoever. But the shopping center is good and trading. And have a look at these apartment buildings right behind or right in front of it, right here. There's a lot of apartment buildings very close by. So it gets a lot of trade. I'm pretty sure just from people living locally, let alone me coming a couple hours across Moscow to get here. So coming back inside, there is one entrance, or I guess exit, out of the shopping center that's closed here, and it's kind of, I guess, under remodeling is kind of what the signs say. I'm not too sure there's actually anyone there. It's obviously late in the evening now, so, but this was the pass-through to the entrance to the Obi without having to go outside, which is where you saw me walking earlier there. So there is a couple of stores that aren't trading, but otherwise, and the actual kids play equipment here is kind of just cordoned off because it's a little bit close to where they're doing some of the remodeling, and they're basically relining the walls where the entrance and exit was. And it seems that now that the Nike store is closed, the Reebok store is closed, Russia's going back to the kind of Soviet times, and the boots are kind of out here. They've got some sort of nice logos on them, one for CSKA football team. They also have socks, mittens, scarves. I think a lot of people are buying these as holiday gifts, which is kind of nice. But yeah, don't worry, Nike and Reebok, Russia's got you covered. So the one thing with mega shopping centers is the Ikea was the main anchor tenant. And actually the owner of the shopping center is Ikea as well. Basically the subsidiary of Ikea is the shopping center right here. So you can see there are plenty of people shopping, plenty of people are here. It's not empty. It's not closed down. It wasn't destroyed. So let's walk a bit further and check out some more shops. Now, of course, some of the brand stores have been closed for 6 months, 8 months, but a lot of them have kind of vowed to keep trading as well. So no matter, you know, what country they're from, they're still here. So you'll see New Balance is open here. And on the other side there, the Puma store is not open. Now, this is kind of interesting here. This is Quicksilver, which is a surf brand. Now, you wouldn't really associate surf brands with Moscow, let alone Russia, but it's definitely here and open. There's a few people shopping. There's even a few sales going on. I'm pretty sure swimsuits aren't a big seller in December, but the Quicksilver store is open and trading. But yeah, just walking through, there is not a lot of difference to my local Mega. Probably the one where I live is much quieter. This is a much busier area here. It's a lot better connected with public transport. There's a lot more buses that come in and out of here. There's a lot of housing very close by as well. So when I walk around the Mega where I live, it's obviously considerably quieter because there's no housing around, there's no people, there's no population. Now check out Sneaker Box. Now Sneaker Box used to be Reeboks, but they're still here and open. Not too many people inside, but I mean, do you really get sneakers for Christmas, for New Year? I wonder. And then we've kind of done one loop around and we're back here by the main entrance on the food court. It's a huge food court. It's kind of over 2 levels. So there's a ton of places you can have something to eat. Now, my wife does watch some videos, but not all of them, but she'll be very jealous. There's an Ilonka cafe here. And this is the very famous chocolate brand with the baby on the front of the candy bar wrapper. It's this child now would have to be like in their 30s or 40s, but they persisted with the brand. But you see these Ilonka stores around. There's a lot of them, mostly at airports and kind of tourist areas, but it's very nice chocolate as well, mind you. But you can buy it in supermarkets in Russia, in convenience stores, but to come here and get the full selection. Now, this is a kind of an interesting store right here, AR Fashion. Now, this was actually trading as US Polo Association before, and they haven't changed their window displays whatsoever. The signage is the same. Everything in the shop hasn't changed, but just the sign right here, AR Fashion. Now, I didn't want this video to become an empty shopping mall video. I wanted it to be an open shopping mall, a trading shopping mall video, to show you that it's open. It's not closed, it's not disappeared. As we see DeLonghi right behind me. So yeah, I really wanted to show that the shopping center is open. There's people here and the stores are open. Okay, some have changed names. It's kind of interesting to point them out, I think. So yeah, I want this to be kind of a happy video, not a empty shopping mall video. And here we see L'Occitane. Yes, L'Occitane is open. The girl is out the front here doing the gift wrapping. Very traditional in December. Anywhere you go to a L'Occitane in the world, there's the girl doing the gift wrapping, but the sign is still the same. The store's still the same. Everything's trading the same. They have changed their name, but they've just changed the spelling slightly, and then possibly going forward, they might change it a 3rd time. So looking back along the alleyway here at the kind of other end of the shopping center, it's a huge shopping center, let me tell you. I'm trying to kind of make a shorter video, not walking every lane and aisle. But you can see here, of course, Uniqlo has been closed, or is closed, has been closed now for a lot of months. But interestingly, the clothes are still inside, so I'm not sure what their plan is. And then here we have the very big 2-story Stockmann's, which is a kind of a department store, clothing store. It's got perfume, cosmetics. It's a massive store. They've got Stockmann's in a few of the big shopping centers in Moscow. And the perfume section out the front of this place is huge. It's kind of like a supermarket, it's that big. It's even hard to see so far back in the store how big it is. And Chanel right out the front there. And then here's one of the Apple stores. Now, of course, I've got a Samsung, so I won't say anything against Apple. But, okay, these are premium resellers. But iPhone 14 Pro, you can walk right in and buy one right there. And maybe I've come across the biggest M-Video store as well. This is also 2 levels. This is a huge place. This is a huge electronics home goods store. Usually always the phones right out the front. And there's escalators going up to the 2nd level there. It's kind of hard to see, but that's all of the kind of kitchen and homeware stuff on that upper level. This is kind of the electronics end of the shopping center. Mega like to kind of set out the shopping center into zones, so it keeps them all together. So you'll see here the different phone dealerships. That's Megaphone, MTC or MTS. That's my phone brand there, the egg or the red egg right there. And you can get the phone cases right across from the M-Video. which is interesting. And then here is Samsung store. And then higher there is got mostly fridges and home items. But this is a very big M-Video here. Wow. Now to say this M-Video is big, it's a bit of an understatement. This has got every build out of every brand. This is the TV section up the back here. And then they've even got PlayStation, Nintendo, all of the different computer brands, laptops galore. Check out this thing. This is I guess a home gaming rig of some kind with a big 49-inch monitor there. All for the lowly price of 2 million rubles. I guess it's the whole thing that you can buy. Now, as I walk out of the M-Video, I thought it was big. This is the largest one in all of Russia. The largest M-Video. Now, if you guys want to see a video of this place, let me know in the comments. I can come back and film a single kind of walk around of the largest electronics store in all of Russia. I think it would be very interesting. So continuing on to walk around a little bit more, I just met a subscriber of the channel. He just come up to me and he's like, "Hey Russell," shook my hand. A lot of people don't want to be on camera though, but I can understand that. But how is it I'm 2 hours from my house and someone recognized me? Thanks everybody. If you're a subscriber and you see me walking somewhere, come up to me, say hello. Yeah, lots of people out and about. It's very happy to see people shopping. When I go to my Mega, where I live, it's always so quiet. And then I come here, there's people everywhere. Here is reserved. What happened to RE? Why is it still called reserved? I wonder. Oh, and here is Krispy Kreme. Here on the left-hand side, or Donuts and Coffee now. I've got to say by the right name. Can't say Krispy Kreme anymore. Donuts and Coffee. But everything is completely unchanged. Because all of a sudden there's a crowd gathered around. But yes. Nice. Lots of people here shopping in the December holidays. So just looking back here, this was Bershka. And then we'll see kind of all the brands kind of clumped together here. Pull & Bear, and then Stradivarius. These are all the same brand owners. And these stores will reopen. They've said kind of in the new year. So whenever that is, after 2 days from now, I don't know. And then Zara as well. So whether they'll continue trading with the same product, they'll change the name slightly, who knows. But they kind of do this in a lot of shopping centers where they clump all of the same brand together, so it's easier for deliveries, easier for storage and warehousing. Oh, and have a look here. Pandora. Now, my wife and I were watching the news yesterday in Australia. They showed people queuing up outside the Pandora store in Australia. It's not quite the same in Russia, but it's still a well-known brand, and it's still in Russia. And then we see Love Republic there. This is one of the ladies' clothing stores. We have Armani Exchange. These guys are all here. So yeah, the kind of the point, again, I'm going to just say this a couple of times and at least repeat it, but is to show that this place is open, it's trading. United Colors of Benetton. It's not gone, as unfortunately I'm reading in a lot of Western media and a lot of comments on social media and even comments on my videos. Hello. Jean Symphony. I wonder, was this the Levi's store before? I've noticed a lot of the different Levi's stores have kind of got different names. I'm not too sure for this one. It's a big jeans store though. Either way. And then we've got over here Mango. Lots of people inside. Oh, someone got a new TV for New Year. Very nice. And we've reached the children's end of the shopping center here. And there's kind of a grouping of kids stores. I'm not sure. Royal Rabbit. There's nobody inside there. Maybe it's not, maybe it's a new brand. I always imagine when there's quiet stores, it's something new. Here's the paint by numbers here. Check this out. You can get a painting kit and do paint by numbers. This is kind of fun. And then this is one of the other kind of, I would call it an anchor tenant of the shopping center. It's called Dietsky Mir, or Children's World. And this is a very big 2-level kids, essentially toy store, clothing store. You can see the escalators off in the back here going up to the 2nd level. This is a big store. And then obviously being New Year 2 days from now, and traditionally in Russia, people give the presents on New Year, versus in Australia where I live, it would be for Christmas, so on the 25th of December. So, yeah. You can see again all the people now. I've intentionally got a wider kind of field of view on so that it kind of gives you a bigger perspective of the shopping center, but I can assure you there is a lot of people in here. And as we come down one of the other alleyways, we've kind of done almost a full circle around now. You'll see the nail bar here is nice and busy right before New Year. My wife has worked non-stop this week, and she's barely had time to get out and do any New Year shopping herself. There's a brow bar here as well. So these are kind of the express kind of places versus the standalone salons. And then we come back to this kind of Christmas fair right here towards the middle of the shopping center, which is always so nice. These kind of pop-ups, kind of markets that appear in all the shopping centers around December and January. So this will kind of continue on through the middle of January as well, which is nice. All the different kind of Christmas and New Year items. Now, I've pointed this out in maybe one video that you can always tell a good shopping center if it's got a wine store as part of the shops. You don't just have to go to the supermarket to buy your wine, or to one of the, you know, sort of smaller wine shops by the apartments, but this store has all of the kind of upscale wine brands, champagnes. It has also alcohol and spirits, but this is kind of the busiest time of the year now. You'll see here all of the extra stock they've got stacked up, just waiting for everybody today and tomorrow before New Year. And of course, being Mega, it has to have a cinema, and it's up here on the upstairs level. Now again, it really isn't very busy. Any cinema that I've come across in the different shopping centers really doesn't have the amount of people coming here. Now, there is a bit of a thing that I've read in the last 2 or 3 days about Avatar 2 showing in some of the cinemas. Now, when you go to book the ticket, it's a slightly different name of the movie, but you can see Avatar 2 in Russia, but shh, don't tell anybody. Actually, have a look at this jungle gym or climbing frame right here in the entrance. This is every kid's dream. These are kind of kind of organized and supervised drop-off points where you can leave the kids to play and run around. You can do some shopping, and the staff look after the kids for the time that you leave them here. I think only on this upstairs level do you get an idea of the scale of these mega shopping centers now. They literally are mega. This kind of middle atrium here is where all the food court areas are. So downstairs is all the kind of more traditional takeaway places. And then this upstairs level is all of the sit-down restaurants. So you can literally go in, there's full table service. So there's a kind of series of them all around the outside on this upper level. And you can see everybody kind of walking through. And then down here is kind of Santa's village, or Ded Moroz's village, which they've got sort of set up for December and January. And you can see over here there's even Fridays, or TGI Fridays, but let me just assure you that MEGA Khimki is alive and well. So as I slowly come to the end of the walk around here in Mega, my wife sent me a message: bring sellotape home, or sticky tape. So I'm going to head on into Auchan and get some sellotape. We need to wrap a few gifts to give to some friends tomorrow. So we've got the paper at home. We just don't have sellotape in the house. So, by the way, if you haven't seen an Auchan before, I'm going to just briefly walk in here. This would be an entirely separate video as well. I'm just watching which way I'm going because it's a huge store. Let's get inside and I'll show you a couple of minutes of it at best. Now, Auchan is essentially a hypermarket. It's a supermarket that's taken way too many steroids, let's say. And then here we'll see just the registers and checkouts on this right-hand side. And just have a look at the lines to pay. And I've just walked in. I'm dreading having to get a couple of things and get out of here. But have a look. Now, we've just walked past, well, this is now aisle 78 of the supermarket. Aisle 78. Here's the guy bringing all the baskets back. But have a look at all of the shoppers here. This is hectic. This is Auchan at its real best. Some people tell me, come to Auchan. Come on the day or two before New Year and you're gonna see how Russians come shopping. And this is no exception. Now, I don't typically go to Auchan because there's not one where I live. We used to go a few years ago because it was kind of good value and cheap. I don't think it's really as good a value anymore as it used to be. There's one of the dairy aisles here. But who knows where sellotape is in here. Now, I've kind of walked to the other far end of Auchan here. And this is where all of the Christmas market is, or New Year market. I've got to keep repeating the different wording that everybody sort of corrected me a few times about. And you can get yourself a mini Christmas tree here. How nice is that for the kitchen? Mini Christmas tree. And then everybody is kind of getting all their decorations. We've had our tree up for a couple of weeks now, so I'm not sure. Everybody's doing last minute decorating for the house maybe, for all the family coming over. But it's a very big Christmas section too. It goes right in the back to the far corner of the supermarket. I know it's a hypermarket, but I'm going to call it a supermarket. Call it what it is. Here's some mini snow shovels. If you want to dig your car out from the apartment building. And here's all the homewares section. Over here, swimming pools. Not sure how they sell it this time of year, but here's the charcoal for barbecues here or for shashliks. And then there's all the barbecue accessories. Maybe you're gonna have a shashlik. Maybe you live in a normal house or a cottage. And then here is all the snack section. Kinder right there. And then all the kind of known brands that we know here there. M&M's. And this guy is tidying up as quick as he can to keep it all nice and arranged. But hello. Здравствуйте. But you can see how much stuff they've got. Again, the New Year kind of holiday extends into January, so no worries today if anything isn't going to sell out so quickly. Or Milka over here. These are pretty cool too. They've got these tea gift sets. I got my wife one of these last week. She loves it. All these different teas from the tea brands. And you can see more snacks and candy. Teas and coffees ahead of us here. They do the packaging so well in Russia for the holidays. They really kind of encourage you to kind of want to get these kind of gift packs. Give them to friends and family. It's a good way to kind of get the branding together for the companies and get everybody enticed to want the tea and coffee afterwards. All the chocolates, chocolate bars. Yeah, a lot of stuff. You can see how big it is from where we walked in right at the entrance in the distance there. And then of course, the wine and alcohol section is nice and busy. You can see everybody preparing for New Year and into January. It's actually a huge alcohol section in this Auchan as well. They have all the premium brands here. And then everything is really just help yourself and just pay at the register. Check it out here, all the choices. And then they've got these kind of middle kind of gondolas here with some of the specialty stuff for the holidays. So it's kind of nice. A lot of them have kind of gift boxes, and one here's got a glass with it. You know, you've got to have a reason to want it. And then the whole way down here now, you can see all of the champagnes and the sparkling wines. I think being that Auchan is French, you're going to find a lot of French champagnes in this store, I think. They're still bringing stuff from France, right? There's no stopping of deliveries. But how busy it is. I'm trying to find my way out now if I can. Hopefully I can navigate to the register somehow. Now I kind of think I walked down the wrong laneway here to find the exit. Have a look at everybody getting their mandarins and Christmas oranges. Nobody wants the pineapples. What's going on with pineapples? Let's try and navigate. This is like the Mercad. This is as busy as the Mercad in Moscow. By the way, the Mercad is the major ring road that runs all around Moscow. Oh, plenty of oranges over here. But you can see everybody's kind of urgency to come shopping today. It's really a lot of people in the shop. Everybody's here in the dairy section as well. It's it's interesting. I came in just for one small thing, and I'm battling to get out of the store now as I get kind of bumped around. This big mega pallet of eggs here, and then walking towards the bakery and meat section just ahead of me. And we'll have a look back here at the fruit and veg down here. So we're back towards the end of the shopping center here, or the Auchan here, aisle 77. So I think it goes up to aisle 84. So 84 aisles make up this entire supermarket. Gosh, everybody here getting some ham, salamis, bolognas. It's very, very hectic time to come shopping for a simple thing. But let me get down to this last aisle and I can find my way to the register somehow. Okay, this was a kind of brief walk around of Auchan here in Moscow. I found my sellotape, finally. It was a bit of a mission. I've got myself some Dobra orange, which is really Fanta. And whoa, I've got a bit of a break here now in the people. Now I'm here right at the end. Someone's saying hello. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope the video's not ended up too long. It probably has now. Roughly 20-30 minutes, I hope. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. Again, it was about showing you MEGA Khimki and that it's open. I'm still here. I'm just trying to find my way to the exit to pay for my, what was it, 14 rubles for sellotape, 20 cents, 10, 15 cents. So let me figure out where the line is. And yeah, if you liked it, again, thumbs up, post a comment, let me know what you think of the video. And I'll see you in another video, everybody. I'm a bit overwhelmed by the amount of people in here now. Bye.